Hello all. Today we are going to have a brief introduction about antimicrobial textiles. Actually, textile industries are one of the very oldest industries in the world. It is giving significant employment opportunities directly, indirectly to the human. It is having very close relationship with agriculture and other industries because agriculture is said to be the backbone of textile. Okay, through that the cotton is going to be produced and it is being marketed. Then it is providing a greater support to the farmers. It is providing greater support to the farmers. It is support to the other industries also associated with the textile industries. It helps in the reduction of poverty, and it is also support the workers engaged in weaving, dyeing, etc. And it occupies a unique position in the Indian economy. Actually, there are five different types of textiles available. One is animal based and plant based and mineral based, synthetic based, and finally blends. The textile, it is having a lot of problems about the microorganisms when they are going to attach to the surface of the textiles. When any microorganism it is going to attach to the textiles, there are some kind of possible outcomes. First thing is the reduction of the strength. The fiber material, textile fiber material will be the size of the fiber material will be strength of the fiber material will be reduced. Okay, then it is having some kind of odor problem, and odor formation will be there because microbial activity will be there on the surface on the fiber, so that it is going to have some kind of odor formation. And the third, loss of quality. That textile fiber or maybe the textile cloth, it is going to lose its character. Finally, the loss of character or maybe quality it is there. Then contamination risk. There is a high possibility of contamination because of the organism which is attached to the surface, so that they may invade. It is going to have the contact with the human body, and through that infection it is possible. Okay, then coming to the antimicrobial agent, this is the bridge between the textile as well as antimicrobial finish. Okay, so that there are, and antimicrobial agents are very antimicrobial agents are significant compounds in the killing. That antimicrobial agents are very useful for controlling the microorganisms. Based on the activity of the antimicrobial agents, we can able to classify into two different categories like cidal activity and static activity. Cidal activity means that a compound which is going to kill the microorganism, and the static activity means it is going to inhibit the growth of the microorganisms. In cidal, that bacteria, the entire bacteria which is going to be killed, and whereas the static activity, it is going to inhibit the growth of the organism, but there are some cells it is there. Okay, but there are some cells they can able to be there, and they can able to cause some kind of contamination or maybe the problem when any opportunity comes. Then basically the antimicrobial agents are having four different classes: antibiotics, antiviral, antifungal, and antiparasitic. Okay, then coming to this main area of this presentation, what is an antimicrobial finish? Antimicrobial finish means it is essential finish for the fabrics to be used in various applications like health care facilities, senior living environments, airports, schools, restaurants, and other areas like public areas. Okay, that it is having some kind of unique characters, like it is going to inhibit the growth of microorganisms like bacteria, fungus, virus, and algae and other organisms. What is the need for antimicrobial finish? The thing is, when any organism is going to attach to the surface of the textile fiber, they may be causing some kind of damage to the fabric. It is going to have some kind of problem to the individual. Okay, to avoid that, we are in need of some kind of antimicrobial finishes. Okay, the thing is to avoid the cross infection by pathogenic microorganisms, to control the infestation by microbes, and to arrest the metabolism, and finally to safeguard the textile process. Finally, to safeguard the textile products. Okay. And first thing is to avoid the cross infection. First thing is to avoid the cross infection means we may have some kind of problem where the organism, when is going to have the contact with the textile fiber or maybe the cloth, and it is entering into the surface of the skin, and through that it is going to invade the cell, so that some kind of pathogenic microorganism they can able to cause some kind of infection. Second, to control the infestation by the microorganisms. Organisms normally we have to have some kind of control on that by applying some kind of antimicrobial substances, so that we can able to control that organism. And the third thing is to arrest the metabolism. You know that organisms they are having some kind of metabolism. Basically, based on the availability of the substrates, the organism it is going for some different pathway. And when you are going to arrest the surface, and when you are going to control that metabolism, easily the microorganism count, or maybe the number, it is going to be reduced, or maybe we can able to control the microorganism effectively. And finally, the textile product is going to be safe. And like it is a stain, or maybe the color, or maybe some kind of loss of textile fibers, the strength of textile fiber, maybe the color or the strength of the textile fiber, it is going to be maintained. And that antimicrobial textile, it is having some kind of application, like maybe we can able to check it out. Some textile fiber it is there, means when we are going to coat that antimicrobial finishes, means when any organisms, it may be a bacteria, it may be a virus, it may be a fungus, when they are going to have the contact with the textile fiber, each and every compound, it may be a naturally occurring antimicrobial material, or maybe it is synthetic material, when it is going to be coated around the textile fiber, definitely it is going to kill the microorganisms. And the concept behind antimicrobial textiles are like it is like when the normal textile fiber it is coated with antimicrobial compounds, when organism is going to interact, attach to the surface, because of the activity, that antimicrobial finish, easily they can able to neutralize the organism, it is going to kill that organism. Okay, this information what we are going to see now, this information it is having two different classes. First class is untreated textile fiber, second is treated fiber. You can able to see that untreated material, it is not having any kind of surface compounds, whereas the treated material, it is having various compounds. It may be a unique compound which is present on the surface. So it is when any organism is going to come and contact the textile fiber, or maybe the material, it is going to be killed. That organism, it is going to be killed by the textile antimicrobial finishes which is present on the surface. Then the benefits of the antimicrobial textiles, there are a lot of benefits available, like antimicrobial finishes for home textiles, and it is going to protect the textile from the infected individual, and it is going to textiles used in outdoor healthcare sector and sports and leisure. And finally, textile used for outdoor and healthcare sectors including sports. And textile fibers are built in antimicrobial properties. Normally we can able to develop some kind of antimicrobial compound. Even the thread what we are using for textile weaving, it can be easily coated with some kind of antimicrobial compounds, so that the entire material it is having antimicrobial compound. Okay, and there are some kind of bioactive fiber. Naturally, you know that basic example is bamboo. From bamboo we can able to prepare some kind of fiber. Okay, that fiber can be made to produce some kind of textiles. Okay, so basically the bamboo it is having a lot of antimicrobial properties, so that these materials like bioactive fibers. And the types of antimicrobial materials available in the present market, it is natural antimicrobials and synthetic antimicrobials. Okay, and there are some list about some examples about natural antimicrobials like chitosan and neem, aloe vera, eucalyptus oil, even the turmeric or curcumin. Okay, and the second thing is synthetic antimicrobial. There are antibiotics, formaldehyde, heavy metal ions, and QAC, quaternary ammonium compounds, and phenol and oxidizing compounds, and there are some kind of chloramines, hydrogen peroxide, and ozone. And these are the applications, like applications of the textile, the applications of antimicrobial finishes. It is having a lot of application, like in particularly in hospital environment, like orthopedic surgery, wound dressing, baby diaper, and artificial lung, and vascular graft, and artificial ligament, and a lot of application including operation with operation theater. Okay, the doctor, they are going to wear the apron, and even the gloves can be maintained with some kind of antimicrobial finishes, so that from the doctor that patient is going to be maintained without any kind of infection, or maybe the patient may be having some kind of infectious microorganism, it is going to be controlled when the doctor is going to make that operation. And these are the examples for antimicrobial textiles in the medical industry, like surgical gown, cap, like bandages, gauze cloth, and some kind of masks available. Okay, the types of medical textiles, that is surgical, the types of medical textiles, that is surgical, extracorporeal, and healthcare and hygiene materials are available. And under the surgical condition, and then implantable, non-implantable, under the surgical condition, there are two categories, like implantable and non-implantable. And implantable material may be of three different categories. Further, it is divided into three different categories, like a soft tissue, hard tissue, and cardiovascular. Then it is the information it is given here, it is about the fibers of medical textiles, like films and polymers, fibers, yarn, non-woven, and 3D beads, and other materials are associated with the hospital. Okay, and coming to the properties of medical textiles, there are some kind of unique property what the medical textiles or maybe antimicrobial finishes they are having. Normally, they should be of non-toxic, non-allergic, non-carcinogenic, and some may be necessarily being biodegradable, and some may be necessarily non-biodegradable, and it is stable on physical and chemical characteristics. Okay, and these are the unique property this effective antimicrobial textile finishes should be having. Okay, and classification of medical textiles, it is based on the non-implantable and healthcare product, and implantable and extracorporeal materials are available. It is given in the list. And commercial antibiotic products, a lot of companies nowadays they are producing various antimicrobial textile products, and either nano level or maybe some kind of natural product they are going to be added on the surface, or the fibers they are going to have the antimicrobial finishes. Through that, the textile fiber or maybe the through that the antimicrobial finish of the material it is going to be achieved. The field of application of bioactive fibers includes sanitary material, dressing material, surgical threads, materials for filtration of gases and liquids, air conditioning and ventilation, constructional material, special materials for food industry, pharmaceutical industry and footwear industry, finally cloth industry as well as automotive industry. Okay, and the antimicrobial finish textile fibers, it is having various application. Thank you for your listening. Thank you.